Welcome to Tutorial 1. We're going to look at planning and conducting a mini survey for the Independent Learning Task 3, and this will also help you with your group presentation in week 5. Let's begin by analyzing the task. We can ask ourselves 3 questions: what, why, and who. What is the purpose of the survey? Well, you've been asked to design a mini survey on the topic of independent learning study skills. And you need to select one English skill to focus on. So you're going to be working as a group and you're going to design a survey on one English skill. So that might be listening, reading, or writing. From the survey, you need to be able to analyze the data and make some recommendations. You also need to be able to present the results in a group presentation in week 5. So why have you been asked to produce a survey? Well, it's an opportunity to practice collecting, interpreting, and presenting data. Surveys are used at university as a way of gathering primary research. So this is an excellent opportunity for you to practice this skill in English. You'll also experience collaborative learning, which is working together with a group to complete a task or to solve a problem. And you'll also have the opportunity to compare independent study strategies with your peers and hopefully be able to improve your own independent learning study skills. Now in this task, it's important to think of who we're designing the survey for. Remember that you're going to create a survey for an allocated UEC 20 class. Your teacher will give you information on which class you're going to be surveying. It's important that you work in a group. Both the survey and presentation should be designed together with your group. And you need to be able to present your findings to your class. So remember when designing the survey that the purpose of the survey is to get data that you can use for a group presentation to your class. Now when we're thinking about surveys, there's 2 different types. And we use both of these for research in university. The first type is a questionnaire and the second an interview. And you may experience both of these in your future study. The questionnaire is usually completed by a participant and it's written or completed online. Whereas an interview is completed by the interviewer and is usually face-to-face or via phone. In the UEC task, you are going to create an online questionnaire. And we're going to be using something called SurveyMonkey, which is an online survey platform tool. And I'll explain a little bit more about that in Tutorial 3. Now, the important thing I'd like to finish this tutorial with is how to conduct your mini survey. So the first thing that you need to do is to select a topic. And you're going to be selecting an English language skill such as listening, reading, or writing. You then need to brainstorm ideas with your group and consider what you want to find out and remember who is being surveyed. You then write questions. Ensure your questions are relevant and easy to understand. We'll be discussing more about this in Tutorial 2. Designing the survey is an important part, and we're going to use SurveyMonkey. Again, as I mentioned before, Tutorial 3 will help you to use this tool. Once you have your survey, you need to analyze the results. Think about what the data reveals and whether this is surprising information. We'll be studying more about analyzing and presenting results in Tutorial 4. Once you've analyzed the results, you need to consider recommendations. So, for example, suggest strategies to improve independent study of your chosen skill, such as listening or reading. You also need to prepare for the presentation. Create slides to clearly present and compare your results of your data. So, that brings us to the end of Tutorial 1. Now it's time to take the quiz and test your understanding of the key concepts in this tutorial.